Hello everyone, welcome to the weekly Purple Penny video. My name's Mark. We have this video at 12 o'clock every Monday at 12 o'clock Adelaide time. I run the Purple Penny along with my wife Catherine. We're a small coin shop in the northern suburbs of Adelaide. We've been doing these videos for a couple of years. The shop itself has been open for coming up to 3.5 years. Hasn't time flown? What a week. What a week indeed. Of course, those of you who don't follow the coin news might not know that there was a new $2 coin released last week, funnily enough. It was the 10th anniversary Red Poppy coin, a 2022 Remembrance Red Poppy coin, celebrating the 10th anniversary of the release in 2012. And I think it's fairly safe to say it was the most interesting coin release that we'll probably ever see. The Mint's website failed, and the exact reasons are unknown, but it's conjectured that an overload of bots are computer programs that are designed to purchase things through shopping cart systems very quickly and try to grab the product as quickly as possible. They're programs that you run on your computer. They were initially designed to grab things like sneakers and Xboxes and stuff like that, but given the hype around this release, it looks like perhaps that has happened here in Australia, and the Mint's website failed. It was taken offline on Thursday, and the new releases have been postponed until some future date. The Mint did sell out through their phone centre and their retail shop, and from what I understand, their allocations for the retail centre and their phone lines have been exhausted, so they just have the online allocation left. Now, personally, here in the shop, we had over 100 people queued up out the front of the shop at opening time. We only had 70 coins to sell over the counter, so Catherine had the great idea of printing out tickets with numbers 1 through to 70 and went and handed those out in the line to prevent people from queuing up for no reason. I believe you had to be here about 40 minutes before opening time to secure one of those coins. People were, on the whole, very well behaved in line. I didn't have any problems, apart from one person who was pretty disappointed, but they showed up late. The hard to get coin really was the Smith family coin. We had a very trifling allocation of those, and they sold out almost immediately. They were gone within 5 minutes of opening the shop. I would like to thank everyone who queued in line and behaved so well and was so friendly. I enjoyed myself immensely on Thursday morning. It went smoothly, and that is mainly due to those people that came to the shop and behaved so beautifully, so thank you for that. If you were watching this video a couple of weeks ago, you would have had a chance to enter a ballot to secure one of those Red Poppy coins at release price. We emailed the winners of that ballot yesterday, and they do have the opportunity to purchase one of those coins at release price. Now, all of those have been taken up apart from 2. If you did enter the ballot and you have a Big Pond email address, please check your spam folder, because perhaps there is an email in your spam folder notifying you that you can purchase one of those coins through our website at release price. Congratulations to those people. Now, I thought what I'd do today is just get started with how the Mint allocates us the number of red poppies that we got. Now, there's 2 things you should realise. One is you'd be surprised how few we got, and number 2, you'd be amazed at how little money we make out of each one. I can tell you it is hardly worth Catherine's time putting in an envelope and mailing them at release price. In fact, it's not worth her time, but we do it anyway because we like everyone to get a chance to get one of those things. The allocations are determined on the amount that a dealer spends. And really, it's the amount that we spend on generic products like proof sets, mint sets, baby mint sets, and baby proof sets, fine silver sets, those sorts of products that aren't necessarily hype based. They aren't special releases. They're just annual releases. The more of those that we can sell, the bigger allocations we get. So what does that mean? It means that if you just come to us when there's a special $2 coin or $1 coin or some fabulous roll or something like that, and you just buy those off of us, you are doing yourselves and everyone else and us no favours, because we can sell those without any trouble. We sell those without any trouble. We're never going to get more of them because we sell those. We're going to get more of them because we sell more mint sets and proof sets, baby mint sets and baby proof sets. Now, the reason I'm going on about this is because I saw one of our shop regulars this morning on social media saying that they were waiting to buy their mint and proof sets from the RAM website. You can get them here, you can get them with no postage, and you just have to be patient, that's all. So I would encourage all of you who are interested in a RAM mint set or proof set is just get in contact with us and we'll do what we can. I understand that our postage is more than the mint, we charge actual cost, but if you are local, then come and get it from here. It makes no sense to go and get it from a post office or go and get it from the mint. You can get it here and save on postage. If you do want one mailed to you, then, you know, buy it with some other things and defray the postage cost. That is how we can get more poppies that we can sell to people at release price. There is no other way. Okay, there is no other way. So, you know, it's not a money thing for us. I mean, we sold these things, the poppies at release price yesterday, and we are foregoing thousands of dollars of potential income by selling those things on the secondary market, and we're doing it because we want everyone to have one. So if you want us to have more, buy your mint sets and your proof sets off of us, please. Okay, don't go off to the mint and buy them off of the mint. Don't go to the post office and buy them from the post office. I was a bit cross this morning about it. I'm a bit better now, but anyway. Before we get into the slide, we'll say a few hellos. Hello, Glenn. Yeah, thank you. I will just cover that in the news. We are closing for a few days in a couple of weeks. We'll cover that in the slide. Hello, Pal. Hello, Paul. Hello, Trina. Hello, Sean. Hello, Sandy. Hello, Judy. Hello, Cam. Lord Blackwood. Patrick. Kim. Yes, we are both well, Kim. Thank you. We're both well. Hello, Damien. Now, Damien is talking about Downey's notified many of their poppy buyers there was an error in stock and it was not available and they would be refunded. Now, I don't know what the reason is, Damien, but I can tell you that a few times now our website has oversold things, and it's happened because there's a delay in between the payment being made via third-party systems such as PayPal and credit card and the order actually completing. So, for example, imagine the case where you have the final item in your cart and you head off to pay via PayPal, but in the meantime someone else comes in and chooses bank deposit as a payment option, and that processes instantly. That last item is then sold, but the PayPal transaction still goes through, or the credit card transaction still goes through. So to prevent that sort of thing happening on our website, we no longer allow PayPal or credit card payments on new releases, just to stop our website from overselling things. I should just say we didn't even attempt to list any of these products on our website because we knew it would crash, and it crashed anyway, even though we had no new product on there. Hello, Mike. Hello, Ty. Ty is saying, wait for the C-Mint correlation release next year. It will all start again. Ty, Catherine and I spoke about that yesterday. It'll have King Charles's face on it as well, so you can imagine how desirable that will be if the Mint actually goes ahead and does a 10th anniversary coronation coin. Peter says that the Big Pond address was bot 3478. No, it wasn't that, Peter. Damien is saying that the RAM will have to do some sort of ballot. Yeah, I think that's what the conclusion that Catherine and I came up with as well. We did it and it was super smooth for us. There was no problems at all. Trina, congratulations on winning one of the ballots and getting one at release price. Sorry, John, that you missed out. Thank you, Peter, for always buying your mint and proof sets from us. Hi, Matthew. Hi, Greg. Hi, Judy. Hi, Ivan. Judy, look, if you can't do internet banking, you're going to have to work it out, because on new release days, we will not take PayPal or credit card. And that's it. You just have to work it out. I'm sorry about that. You can always go and deposit money over the counter with our account and BSB number as well. Hi, Ivan. Hello, Perry. Hello, Pauline. Patrick, is buying a red poppy really a great investment, and how much time before you really see a profit? Well, Patrick, if you bought one at release price, you could have sold it instantly for 20 times what you'd paid for it. So you didn't have to wait very long at all. Hello, Ellie. Hello, Paul, can you provide an expression of interest list for all upcoming releases so we can order and hope to get the extra special rolls and CMEDs? Right. It's a good question, Paul. There was a bit of, I don't think I'm ever going to get to the news slide today. There was a bit of angst last week about dealers like ourselves taking care of the regulars. Now, we have a business here. We pay tax, we pay GST, we pay rent, we pay power, we pay insurance, we pay all sorts of things here. And for 364 days of the year, or say 360 days of the year, there isn't a new mint release happening that people want. Okay, and that's the reality. You know, perhaps 1 in 2 mint releases is one that everyone's chasing. So for 360 days of the year, we are in business and we don't have a fantastic mint release to sell. And we don't have people calling us from Western Australia and all over Australia trying to get their hands on those things. Trying to get those hands on those things that we hardly make anything out of, mind you. So for the other 360 days of the year, we have a business to run, and that business is supported by people who buy off of us regularly through the shop or through our website. And we look after those people, and I make no excuses for looking after those people. And no legitimate business should have to make excuses for looking after those people. So how do you become one of those regulars? I spoke about that in a video I did last year. It's about building a long-term relationship with a dealer. And that doesn't just mean showing up to buy new $2 coins every 4 months. Because, as I said, the number of $2 coins is not determined by those that we sell. It's by all the other stuff. So show up and buy the other stuff, and there's a good chance that we will take care of you. And if you don't, then we won't. It's as simple as that. We went out of our way to make a lot of our allocation available to non-regulars, but we did look after our regulars. So, and that's just life. There's no getting around that. So we generally do take expressions of interest for new release products, and we're quite open with that, and we try to keep as many people as happy as possible. But for this red poppy, we knew that it just wasn't going to be possible. We knew it wasn't going to be possible, and we wanted to make them available as many people as we could, and as such, a significant portion of our allocation was sold over the counter or via the ballot system, okay, which is not something we usually do, but this time we just wanted to be as fair as possible. Gloria, if you want mint and proof sets, please send me a message through our website and I'll pop you on our list, okay? Just be aware with the mint and I'll talk about mint and proof sets later. So I understand some of you are upset with Downies, but I'm not going to talk about them anymore, so please just be careful what you say in the comments there. Judy, if you can only deposit money over the counter at the bank, you can do that with our BSB and account number when you purchase via bank deposit through our website. Yes, David, a few more viewers than normal. We got 95 viewers today. It's no surprise. Hello, everyone that hasn't watched before. I hope you're having a good time. Right, hello, Brian, Chris, Leanne, could the lady pay you before? We are not allowed. Leanne is asking if the lady could pay us before release. It is against the RAM terms and conditions to accept prepayment on anything. So no, she cannot. It is against our terms and conditions to be able to do that, so we won't. Tony says, how does the mint determine the mintage volumes for these special releases, knowing there'd be massive demand? Why not make the volumes larger? So the challenge there, Tony, is that they have to be careful not to flood the market with product and turn the collectibles into something which has no real value, which, you know, some people argue is what happened with stamps. The market was flooded in the 70s and 80s, and most of that stuff now has almost no value at all. So the mint is always treading a fine line between stoking demand, satisfying demand, and then making sure that they don't devalue the product that they create by producing too much of it. And if you don't believe that, go and have a look at what the secondary market is like for high mintage products that were released in the late 1970s and early 1980s and early 1990s. The resale value on those things is terrible. The mintages are very high. The demand is very low. Now, we were lucky enough to meet a couple of representatives of the mint last week, and I tell you, they are just trying their best. Okay, they are just trying their best. There's no conspiracies or anything like that. They are just trying their best. Right, Paul says he does buy. Yeah, Paul does buy something every release. Perry, I know it's there, but can you give us your website for future orders? I'd like to give you guys a try. So our website is thepurplepenny.com. It's not hard to find. Just go and Google the Purple Penny and you'll find us. Hello, Mark from Tasmania. Thank you, Matt, for your support there on building a rapport with your dealer. Gloria didn't know that she could buy through us with proof sets. Gloria, we are Royal Australian Mint distributors. We get everything that the Mint issues for sale through the wholesale network. Everything. We might not get what we want, and we might not be able to keep everyone happy, but we do get an allocation of everything. Cody asks how we've been. We've been busy, Cody. Thank you for asking. Hello, Sean. Hello, Jay. Agree. Support a dealer before these events. Just not rock up and expect special treatment. And look, Sean, it's absolutely right. It's not realistic to expect dealers to not support their regulars. It's just not realistic. Brendan McFadden's thoughts on a re-release, but as an S mark or an M mark. I doubt they'd do that, because everyone knows what a C mint mark is, and C mint is entered the vernacular with coin collecting. I don't think that it would do them any favour if they released it with another mint mark on it. Hello, Michael. Hey, Mike. Hey, Cam. Andrew. Right, that'll do. Let's go to the news. All Tasmanian Ram dealers sold $2 poppy for $100 to $200 on release date. Yeah, I will just comment quickly on that about dealers selling things above release price. Firstly, it is not against the Ram terms and conditions to do so. Is it ethical? Probably not. But given that the big dealers that are doing it, that I've noticed, they're doing it on eBay, and those earnings get reported to the tax office, so therefore they're going to be paying GST and tax on that, which is quite a bit different to the people that are just flipping these things after they've purchased them, or people that have got boxes full from post offices, or that have backdoor deals with distributors and things like that. Those people certainly aren't paying any tax. Certainly if they sell too much stuff on eBay, they will get reported to the ATO. Yeah, look, it doesn't really sit that well with me when dealers do it, but you know, they've got businesses to run, and it's not against the Ram terms and conditions, so if they do it, they do it. You know, what can I say? I really just don't know what else to say. Right, let's have a look at the news, otherwise I'll never get there. Right, so 2023 Uncon proof sets, there's the prices there. Release is on the 17th of November. We just got notified of the numbers that are shipping to us, so we're getting quite a few mint sets and proof sets. They'll be available for sale on our website on release day. Please don't panic if you don't get one on release day. They will be released on and off through the year next year. We're getting our shipments, our complete order across multiple shipments. If you are coming in here to the shop to pick one up and we don't have one, please just wait. We will get one. You won't have to pay shipping from the mint to get one. We will have one here for you at some point. The shop is going to be closed from November 23rd to 26th. We've decided we're going to have a couple of days off. It's just too many hours. We've been working too many hours. The RAM release wrap-up I think I've covered off on that. I will just show you some slides quickly now, which just make me giggle. Right, here we go. First thing from the RAM release wrap-up is that one there. That's an eBay result where someone has sold their receipt for $40 odd. Sold their receipt for the 2022 Poppy coins for $40. That's pretty amazing. Why would anyone pay $40 for a receipt? But better and better is when someone pays over $200 for the mint issue magazine that has the red poppy in it. Why someone pays over $200 for the mint issue magazine that has the red poppy on it, I honestly have no idea. But someone did, of course, gazump that, and they sold the mint issue and the receipt. And that was actually for less than the mint issue went for. So someone got a veritable bargain there. They got the receipt for free. I just don't get it. Let's just have a quick look at this lovely graph here, or graph, depending on where you're from. That is all the sales from red poppies, 2022 red poppies, from the day after release day till this morning. So you can see there that that's a scatter plot, that the prices have ranged in between $90 and $500. There's a few sort of outliers there down the bottom at $90, and there's a few outliers at the top at $500. But you can see that the scatter plot there is pretty firmly in between the $250 and $350 mark. It doesn't really seem to have changed that much. What is interesting is the numbers that have sold. It looks like every day the number that is selling is halving pretty much. So half on the 5th of what was on the 4th, and half on the 6th as what was on the 5th. And I guess that's because the people that want one have got one and aren't buying anymore. Now, I would strongly expect that price to drop considerably in the next 2 weeks. I suspect it will settle down to, let's have a guess, 150. I suspect it will settle down to 150. I'll try and do this graph again next week, or just an average or something, and we'll monitor how that goes. Right, just do some other coin news before we go back onto the comments here. The auction house here in Adelaide called Lloyd's has got 6 1930 pennies in their next auction, and you might remember a couple of months ago they achieved a price of $60,000 for a 1930 penny, and I said at the time I didn't understand why it got $60,000, because the quality of the coin wasn't the best, and Downey's had at least 2 better coins for sale for less than half of that $60,000 mark. Now, I don't understand, but I don't understand the red poppy thing either, so there we go. This is another thing I don't understand. So Lloyd's has another 6 1930 pennies coming up, so that will be interesting to watch. And the last story for the day before we jump back into the comments is just a really, really great story. In 2016, excavations in a Spanish village unearthed 16 clay amphorae, which are big Roman clay vessels, and they destroyed, they destroyed 5 of them completely. 2 of them were partially damaged, and then 9 of them were still sealed. And they contained thousands and thousands of silver and bronze Roman coins. And they managed to excavate 9 of the amphorae completely intact and sealed. They managed to keep the 2 slightly broken ones together, and you can see that picture there at the bottom is one of those ones that's still together. The remainder of them were destroyed. Now, the archaeologists have just completed a study of, let me just see, about 5,800 coins from that hoard. They all date from 294 to 311, and primarily they're from the Roman Emperor Diocletian. The 9 amphorae that are still sealed, they inserted micro cameras through the seals to check if they were full of coins, and they've estimated that the hoard includes 53,000 coins. 53,000 coins. Primarily, the majority of them were Diocletian, but there was also 6 or 7 other emperors. And the reason why they believe they were mostly Diocletian is that his coins contain more silver, and as the next several emperors came along, they continued to do what's called debasing the coinage, removing the silver from the coinage, and as such those coins were much less desirable. So one has to wonder what happened to the person that buried 53,000 coins 1700 years ago and never came back to get them. What an amazing story, and wouldn't it be lovely to just see all of those coins in a pile? Now that is real coin news as far as I'm concerned. I think that's about it for the news today, so we'll probably just jump back to the comments here. We'll read through the rest of the comments before we wrap up, and I'll go and eat some lunch. Hi Clay, and what's happened with the comments here? What's happened with the comments here? Comment mode default. No. Nope. I've just done something terrible. Here we go. Right. No, I've clicked something I shouldn't have clicked and the comments have disappeared. So let's have a look at some of the comments here. Apologies if I don't get to your comments. Thank you, Mark, for your kind words. It's fantastic business to deal with. 10 out of 10. Thanks, Mark. So not collectors at all, just bought for profit. Some people just do buy for profit, Leanne. There's no doubt about that if there's $1 to be made. And unfortunately, if there is $1 to be made, sometimes people's ethics do fly out the window. I should just say that those of you out there that were trying to buy it from the Mint, you've probably contributed to the Mint's website's downfall, because I've been seeing lots of comments from people that are sitting there on 2 computers and 3 mobile phones trying to purchase. Now, I understand that you're keen to do so, but that's not going to make things better when you're overloading their system like that. Selling cards without poppies on eBay already. So Damien saying that they're selling poppy cards on eBay. I did see one of those sell for $65. David is saying watch out for fake red poppy receipts. Peter is saying one of the 1930 pennies in that auction is fake. Now, I don't know about that. I haven't actually had a look. I do believe one of them was actually linked to a halfpenny picture, just in case. Would the Roman coins ever hit the market or just left for the museum? I think primarily they'll stay in a museum, Patrick. That being said, if you go and look on the UK eBay, you'll actually see Roman coins available from named hoards, because a lot of the coins from bigger hoards do get onto eBay, so it does actually happen. I don't think ancient coins can leave Europe. Now that depends on the country, Cody. Cody's saying, he says, I don't think ancient coins can leave Europe. That depends on the country. Some countries are very strict about letting the coins out of the country, other countries less so. For example, Italy and Greece have very strict rules, Britain much less so, but of course British coins have to go through the treasure process before they can be released from the country. Mark and Catherine are going on a holiday to camp out the front of the Ram for delayed poppy release. No, I don't think so. Hey Alex, sorry you're late, mate. Great. Alright, I think that'll do for today. I will just cover 2 things. One is how did people get the coins before release? I don't like to spread too much conjecture, but there is no doubt that some distributors are selling stuff before release. It happens every single time. Now, are they selling it at a profit, or are they selling it to have someone else on sell it for them and split the proceeds? I don't know, but I'm sure that goes on. The other thing is, how did people get boxes full of them? You've got to remember that Australia Post sells a lot of this stuff, and in corporate Australia Post offices and the smaller franchises and the LPOs, they don't necessarily have any sense of the demand for these coins, and they don't necessarily have any idea about limiting the selling of them. They just want them gone. So that's how that sort of thing can happen. And as I said, the Mint cannot dictate selling limits or pricing on their distributors, because that's a restriction of trade. You can't do that. So that's why these things happen. And it's exactly the same as when there's a Woolworths release and people get their hands on bags and coins and things like that. So, you know, it's just people being people and different businesses operating in different ways. I think that'll... Powell says he was lucky enough to win one of his ballots. One of the ballots, that's great. I'm super pleased that you got one, Powell. And you too, Alison. We did make that available to video watchers. We reward people who support us, and that includes our video watchers, because, you know, we don't make anything out of these videos, but we do enjoy having people here watching. Alright, I think that'll do for today. Next week, no $2 coins, apart from perhaps a price graph of how they're selling in the last week. Bye for now, everyone. Please, I hope you got a $2 coin. If you didn't, don't worry, the prices will come back down, I'm sure of it. Bye for now, have a great day, and enjoy the rest of your week.